Put it in the chat if you are ready to go. Put a yes. And you have to be in the session. Okay, I have to make sure that you're in the session. Okay, one. Afrin is saying yes. TK, cool. Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay. All your mind or your actions are in the session, because the human being, normally we are not very good in multitasking. Even we say that we are good, but we have only two hands and one brain, right? We can do one thing at a time. Okay, that is also very important in the Kanban, like how we can reducing the or managing the work items, how many we can able to do. That is correlated with the productivity also for the teams. Okay, let me start sharing my screen. Screen 2 I'm sharing, and please let me know you can able to see that screen properly. uh, yeah, okay. Is it good to go? Are you able to see the screen? I mean, what I'm sharing, I started sharing something.
Yes.
Okay, I hope that will be the same for others as well, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, let me close few things on my window. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, the title is slightly different. N things you should know about Kanban method. Okay, if you know the Kanban method, what will happen? You can, the title, what is saying about, okay, the interviews or anywhere you can go, you can able to address that. That is just to getting through the interview. Okay, it is more about gaining the knowledge and applying the knowledge in a real time is more important for you. Why end things? We have 1 hour, and whatever we can able to cover in 1 hour, we will be covering that one. I'm not making a commitment that I can cover 20 things or 10 things over here, because I am expecting questions from you as well. And maybe the conversation can go for some time. Maybe it takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Based on that, we will wrap up on that one. Okay, that is what the expectation. And we are going to use three tools here. One is Zoom. We already know that we are already in the Zoom. Second one is the presentation we are using. And the third one is an interesting one we are going to use here. That is nothing but the Mentimeter. Okay, what you have to do, pretty simple. Nothing complex in the Mentimeter. Let me put it in the chat. Okay, where is the chat? Yeah. More chat. Okay. Yeah. What you have to do is go to a browser and type menti.com. I'm putting in the chat the same information. And you have to give 2237202. That is the data you have to provide in the Mentimeter. Okay, and what you will see once you log in, you will see the screen, what is seeing in the Zoom, the welcome. And once you are fine or you are in that one, there is a love symbol which is on the right down corner of our screen. And you have to just click once on that. Then you can ensure that, okay, you are in that. Okay, I can see one person, I can see the count. I'm just going to share, this is how it looks like for me. One person voted, and I don't know who is voting, or it is completely anonymous. Okay, you can share everything in the coming up slides and all. Absolutely fine. You can go ahead and share that. Okay. Yeah. What about others? I can see only one person right now, because we are using a lot of, I mean, all the activities what we are doing through the Zoom. On a Zoom, not Zoom, the Mentimeter, you have to give some answers for each slides. That's why I want to ensure that you are in the Mentimeter. What about others? 3 people are there. Wonderful. Cool. And what about others? Are you in the Zoom? Yeah, there are 3. I'm expecting how many are here? One more guy, right? One more person is there. Participants, yeah, there are a few more joined in between. Okay, cool. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hustle, yeah, 5. Can you quickly go through that one who joined just now? What you have to do is you have to go to menti.com and you have to type that number and you will come into the screen and you have to just click on that love button which is seeing in the right down corner. That is what you have to do. Okay, there are 6 people. Okay, it's good. We are good to go then. Now I am going to ask you a question to you in the Mentimeter. Okay, 7 people. That is lovely. Thank you so much for here. Okay. Now there is a very simple question from our real life. What is the primary reason for a traffic jam? Can you just give uh, what is the reason for a traffic jam? Right now we are not traveling much. Based on your past experience, you can share. Put it in the text on that one. I hope you can able to see the text there, right? Thank you. Yeah. Traffic. And interestingly, whatever you are putting, I cannot able to identify at any point of time who is giving the input here. Okay, that's why don't worry, you can be in a psychological safety zone you are, because I don't know who is putting that one, right? I can see one answer here right now. What about others? Make it fast. More vehicles. Yeah, I'm sharing that one. Yeah, too much cars, unorganized traffic, people coming from wrong side, too many people using too few resources. Absolutely. And if you have one or two, you can put more as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the primary reason, right? All these reasons are correct actually. More vehicles, right? This is also something we can relate to our work also. We are getting a lot of work, but we don't have enough capability or the capacity to handle that work, right? Like a lot of vehicle, there are few roads or the roads are not wide enough, or it cannot be applicable in all the places, right? It based on the context in the sense, in my place there is one road which is going, and all of a sudden there is a toll booth which comes in near to my place. What happens is all the vehicles will get piled up and they were doing in a manual fashion, a lot of strikes going on. That can be the reason, and I cannot say that every place in Pune and in Bangalore the toll booth is the problem. I cannot say that. Each problems are unique and we have to tackle each problem differently. That is what we have to look for. Okay, absolutely good. These all are the problems. And now we are going to the next slide. How do you rate yourself in Kanban method? Can you put that in the Mentimeter? How do you rate yourself in Kanban method? And I cannot able to know that who is putting 1, 0, or I cannot able to identify. Okay, there are 2 people voted. 4, yeah, advanced beginner, two are there. What about others? Come on, make it fast. Yeah, 6. One more guy to go. Make it fast. Yes. Okay. That is good. Absolutely fine. Because we are new to the Kanban. Many are there, but there are a few people advanced beginner. Maybe they will be practicing on the Kanban. Absolutely fine. That is where we are here, right? We have to learn new things. And here, what is your job title right now? I just want curious to know about what is your job title. Whether you are a project manager or a developer or a what is your title, or a director or a CEO, just a single or one or two words. Scrum Master, beautiful. Okay. Scrum Master, independent consultant, cool. Yeah, delivery manager, tech lead, developer, 5. I can see 5 people, 2 more. Performance test lead. Okay, that is really interesting. Yeah. Operations team. Okay, that is lovely. Okay, cool. Okay, now we are going. What is the next slide? Let me put it in the next slide. Okay, yeah, I'm not going there. I'm going to put the okay. We can all can see, right? Whatever is coming over there, like developer, tech lead, operations. We have a mixed set of people. That is lovely. I love that one because we have different types of questions related to that one. Okay. Now, I'm going to quickly tell me who I am. Okay. Myself, Simpson Thomas. You can find me in LinkedIn if you like. If you are active in LinkedIn, I am more or less, or I can say, yeah, I'm very active in LinkedIn. If you want to find me, I'm putting in the chat here. You can find me on that LinkedIn. I started my journey as a developer in the IT field. I'm basically an electronics and communication engineer, but unfortunately, I don't know anything about electronics to work or anything. I more started my career as a developer, and a long time back in 2006, accidentally I started experimenting and delivering something to the customer. Customer in the sense government. I was working in a government program, and election related system we have to deliver within a few months time. There is no choice, right? We cannot say them that after the election we will deliver because they need it for the election. That is how we started. 2 days we were developing something for the police department and showcasing them. That time it was a Delphi programming language we were using, and that become we even I was very interested in that. I thought, oh, something is really working, and then realized that, oh, there is something called Agile and Scrum. All these things are doing in an iterative fashion. And in 2008, I certified in Scrum, CSM. That time, a lot of CEOs, around 8, 6 CEOs were there. I myself and another guy is only the coming very junior guy, and we were a little scared actually. Oh my God, are we in the right place? Then I started working as a Scrum Master, Agile project manager because I have sufficient time because my Scrum team is completely self-organizing. Then I moved into a agile coach role, and yeah, in 2012 or 13 onwards, I started practicing Kanban as well. Now, a lot of answers I'm getting from Kanban, which sometimes other frameworks is not answering for me. That's why I'm more focusing on the Kanban right now. I'm a public speaker as well. Some of the conferences I used to go and speak related to the Agile world. Agile is my passion, or Agile or Kanban. My kids are having the Kanban board in the personal Kanban we call. That also we are using. That's about me. Now, we are going to the next question. Okay, in the Mentimeter, you have to again go to Mentimeter. There is a question waiting for you. What is Kanban method? Okay, there is a difference between the Kanban and the Kanban method. Okay. Okay, let me understand or see your answers. What is a Kanban method? Can you, if you know, you can put it, or you can skip that question very well if you are pretty new to that. Or what do you know? Nothing wrong in that sharing. Yeah. Okay. There are answers coming in. I'm not showing the answers right now because that is getting influenced by others, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good answers are coming in. Okay. There are 3 answers. There, I'll give 1 more minute to put up the things. I hope you others are typing. Okay, 4th answer. Wonderful. Let me put some time. Where is my time? Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can just give an attempt. Nothing wrong in that. Because even I can see many are new to the Kanban. Absolutely fine. Your understanding on Kanban. That is what we have to. Okay, I'm going to give Kanban from Agile methodology. Okay, cool. Yeah, last 15 seconds means visualizing. Okay, cool. I'm going to share the answers over here. Okay, there are beautiful answers like optimizing the workflow. Okay, or improving the workflow. That is what we are looking for in the Kanban method. That is one. And David Anderson's versions of adapting Kanban. I'm pretty sure that that person who answered this one is very focusing on reading a lot of things about Kanban. Otherwise, that answer will not come. I'm pretty sure about that one. Thank you. Yeah, the Kanban method, there is maybe once we get into the deep of the subject, Kanban is coming from the manufacturing industry, and normally that will be representing with a small letter K. That is mainly focusing for the manufacturing, and it is 1950s. It started with Toyota car manufacturing field and all. And David Anderson is the pioneer on the Kanban method, and that starts with capital K. And throughout the session, you will see all with capital K. That means the Kanban method. And what we are seeing here is looking for the knowledge work case or knowledge industry, how the Kanban is applying over here. Knowledge work means what? Because based on the knowledge, you are acting or you are working something, right? Like IT field is a great example for the knowledge working industry. And there is a pros and cons also, because everyone will not be the same with respect to the knowledge. Some people have 6 year or 10-year experience. Maybe their speed might vary or their knowledge level will vary. All these things matters in the IT field. Like that, another examples for the knowledge work is finance, or doctors or lawyers, and all these places, the Kanban can be applied. Now I am talking Kanban means the Kanban method I am talking here. Okay? Yeah, and visualizing the workflow, it is a method. It is a practice actually. It is not only the visualizing is Kanban. That is not. We are coming into that detail down the line. And scheduling system and just-in-time method prioritization. That's correct. We are having different mechanisms to prioritizing. Even you don't to have a dedicated role also, or even the role also will be respected. Like the product owner, if you have, it is good. If you don't have, still there are techniques to prioritizing that. And Kanban is a framework from Agile methodology, slightly different on that part. Kanban is not from Agile umbrella. Many places you will see that one. Kanban is mainly coming from a lot of, not only lean, there are many things which is amalgamated, I will say, like a lot of different things, a lot of research happening, theory of constraints, there are other practices, PDCA and other things like CMMI. All these things are studied and extracted what is really working for the IT industry or the knowledge industry, I would say, not IT. That is where the Kanban come in. It is not a framework. Framework means once I am showing something that is there, the structure will be there, right? Kanban is not like that. Kanban is more into a place or where something is there and you will look that one, and that is you are looking how you can improve the existing things rather than turning around the ship. That is the beauty of the Kanban, and that because of that itself the resistance from the people will be very low. That is what we are experiencing on that. Yeah, visualization of workflow. Okay, Kanban, that terminology coming from Japan, and Kanban signal card, there are that way if you are interpreting, yeah, that is the right visualizing that work. But that is not only that one. Okay, that is very important on that part. And I'm going to put the slide part, just some definitions and text over here. Kanban method is a set of principles. A lot of people doesn't know or didn't come through about the principles and practices on the Kanban part. There are a few principles are there, a few practices are there. And it is an effective approach for the organizations to achieve greater business agility. Why the business agility? Now, if you are looking into the market, you can see a lot of people are talking about business agility. Why? One of the reasons, one of the major reasons is that so far or long programs, the transformation happening, they are always focusing on the team level agility, team level. Okay, if a customer is coming or a program which is on-site offshore, the customer is at an European or other that region, comparing to India. Then if anyone is let us do agile, then immediately people will go, okay, offshore IT, then the team, let them be agile. And rest of the part of the organization, the business, every people are doing the same way. They have doing all the old way of doing the things, and nothing wrong in that, but there are better ways to do. That's why if you want to scale from an individual level, like as I told, my son is practicing a visual board. That is not a good Kanban board, I will say, technically speaking, but that level onward, still an organization level. It is not only 100 or 200. Any organization, like it is a collection of services, right? If your project need a resource or an employee, what you will do is you will reaching out to the HR, maybe some approval, finance is required. All are providing internal or supporting services. All these things can be work together in the sense connected each other, and how we can manage and scaling up, that is possible with the Kanban method. And change, it is not a one time change, it is a continuous improvement in the Kanban we are seeing, comparing to uh, other frameworks also have that, right? Like inspecting and adapting in the Scrum or the Agile, that is the foundation. And that is pretty much visible in the sprint review meeting or daily Scrum, or the retrospective, that is for the process and the people to improve. Sprint review is mainly focusing for the product or the application what you develop to improve. That is also there, but the changes here we are looking for a change which is incremental. We are looking for a change. And as I told earlier, managing the knowledge work and all collaboration, all these things are coming into picture over here. Any questions on this part? I will take a stop here and I will ask, I will happy to answer anything related to this one if you have. You can unmute and speak. I'm so happy to answer if you have any questions around that. Or my speed is a little high, please let me know. I'm happy to slow down. Guys, are you there?
Yep, nothing so far.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, now we are going to the next question to you. Okay, this is a little bit theory, and definitely that will be definitely boring for all, including me. Okay, now we are going to the next question in the Mentimeter. Why we are looking for the Kanban? What is the reason behind that? So there should be something behind that, right? Why Kanban? What is your thoughts? Can you share your thoughts on this question in the Menti? www.menti.com, and you have to give the code which you are seeing in the screen. Then you can see that. Okay, let me hide that one because I don't want to get influenced by the people. Yeah. Okay, there are great answers which is coming. Why Kanban? Why you are thinking Kanban? Yeah. Okay, cool. There are 4 answers so far came in. I will wait for another 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 30. Yeah. And we will see the answers what is coming in. Okay. Cool. Wonderful answers are coming in. I think you are pretty good. You are actively focusing or following a lot of things. Okay. Cool. There are 7. If you have anything in between, you can finish. We will share the screen again. I hope you can able to see my screen, right? What I'm sharing. Is it readable format?
No, it's not.
Oh my God, you should tell me. Be courageous. I'm here happy to help you on that one. What about now? Is it better? Still the problem. What about now?
It's better, and once you read it out, then it's pretty clear.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I can click and it will pop up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, these are okay. I hope that is better actually. Yeah, thank you. Okay, sorry for that. I didn't know that you can able. I should have asked actually. Yeah, that's my mistake. Okay. Yeah, one is about faster delivery. How you can make the delivery faster. If you are just practicing any framework, will the things will get faster? There will be some benefit will be there. But here we are looking for how we are improving the workflow. Okay, not the people. People are very smart. See, all the people in this group are very smart. If you know something coming to you, you know how to manage your work based on your capability. That is also important. You are pretty good in that, right? But what you have to take up in the next thing, that is what the Kanban is looking for. What is the workflow? Okay, what is the important thing, and how the flow is happening, and anything is blocking in our flow. Those things are what we are looking in the Kanban area. And here, need for continuous improvement, that is very key. And here, one of the thing is, it is not a one-time improvement or point A to B. It is like an incremental, small changes. We call it as an evolutionary change rather than a transformation. There is a big difference between those things. That is where the continuous improvement and visualizing and streamlining the work. And yeah, that is very important, that then streamlining the work, blockers, all these things, the class of services, all these things are coming in, that will be automatically helping you to improve your delivery. That is also very important. And eliminating the waste, that is also, see, if the things are waiting for a long time, that is also considering as a waste. Okay. Like that, if you are develop something and the customer is not ready to take the delivery. Okay, you ordered a pizza and the customer is saying that, hey, you have to come after 1 hour or 1.5 hours. I'm not available in my home due to an emergency. I went somewhere. Then that is also, the customer cannot able to take the delivery. That is also something a waste actually, right? And whether the customer have the capacity or the capability to take the delivery, and that is what they really need. All these things matters a lot. Provide business value through agile delivery, that is also right actually. Provide business value. Okay, business value, the highest business value we have to look for, and not only the highest business value, sometimes we have to satisfy different type of customers. If you are think about a system which is only taking care of the P1 P2 ticket, okay, that is the most important. What about the other people? There will be a dissatisfaction which will be coming from them, right? That is where we are trying to look and address all different type of customers. When we are getting into the flight, we have to satisfy the economy class, the business class, the first class, or any other type, like the air hostess. Maybe their need might be different. They are looking for a salary, or they need more rest, or the pilot. All these different types of people are there. We have to look and see how we have to satisfy them. Think about okay, the food is serving only to the business class. Economy class is completely avoided, like the P1 P2. What will happen? There will be a dissatisfaction, right? And the next time you will not fly in that flight. That is what we have to manage that one. There are techniques to handling that one in the Kanban method. Yeah, gradually improving delivery of your products and services, remove bottlenecks in the system. Yeah, bottlenecks means that is sometimes people are taking very negatively. Bottleneck. Sometimes we will introduce the bottleneck. Explicitly we will introduce. Or sometimes we will see where is the bottleneck. You just do an experiment. You go and ask your friend, a project manager. Don't ask your project manager, okay? How can you tell me where is the problem in your system? Then they will say that, hey, you see, the lead is sending the report to me, and that is red, amber, green. That is always green, no issues at all. But always people are thinking that very optimistic. Some problem is that they will be thinking that will be solved tomorrow. And till the end of the delivery, they will say everything is in a very rosy picture, they will tell you. And end of the day, it will be boom, things will go totally different. And you have to get into a firefighting mode, and people are sitting day night. Somehow you have to push no quality, then all the things will come back again to you. Those things, how it is happening, or how you have to manage those things, that and all is very important, and that is very right. And effective feedback. There are feedback mechanisms. A lot of people think that Kanban means no meetings and all. No, there are meetings are there. It is not predefined or prescribed and saying that you have to do that one. Look into the system. As I told, the traffic block, right? Some places the traffic block is not due to the toll booth. There can be some other reason. A lot of vehicles which is coming in the road, or some or the road condition is very bad, or some other bridge might be there, or some festival is going on, some strike is going on. There can be multiple reasons, and we have to address that problem rather than generalizing that across the world any problems for the traffic block is due to the toll gate. Can we agree with that? I don't think so. No one is going to agree, right? It depends on the context we have to look. Gradually improving, we saw that one. Yeah, eliminate bottleneck from system, improve flow, continuous delivery, and faster feedback. All these things are great comments. Incline customer changes even in the last moment. That is, yeah, that is what theoretically we say that even the agile value, I am respecting that one. In the last moment, if you are asking for a big change, how you can handle that one? Is it realistic? That is what we have to consider, or how important to the customer or something is coming, even that one, that have to be how we have to handle that. That also something like we have the, as rightly said about the service classes, right? The class of services, defining and how we will bring the policies and all in that one. That is covering on that. That is about this part. And yeah, why Kanban? There are a few other things actually. Along all these answers are great, good, that is very valid. Apart from that, Kanban is looking for managing demand and delivery. How much demand you are getting, how much delivery you are making, those things are getting coming, addressing that one. But that will be, some topics will be little higher level, it will go, some topics will be covering in a particular class or sessions. It depends on the classes. Actually, that will be some of the topics will be covering in a TKP, in depth. And evolutionary approach, what it means actually. Evolutionary approach means we are making small changes and seeing whether it works. If it is not working, we will roll back, we will further go progressing over there. And continuous improvement, you already highlighted, and this is a change management method actually. How we can bring the change. When change, immediately people will say no. I can quickly give you an example. Normally, what time you sleep? Can you put it in the chat if you don't mind? Normally, what time you will go to sleep? 1:30 a.m. Okay, 11. Okay, you guys are lucky actually. 11 o'clock you're sleeping, right? That's great. What about others? 3 people, no defined time. Okay. 10:30, yeah, okay. See, whatever time, think about whatever time you are sleeping, that is great. Now you are watching a YouTube video or an article you are reading that sleeping at 8 o'clock is a very good habit. And the next day, you are going to the bed at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Okay, people who are sleeping at 11 or 8, can you able to sleep at 8? Is it possible? No, it takes time. Why? Can you unmute and tell why? What is the problem? Do you want to share any points? Why you can't sleep? Yeah.
I guess it requires you to change your habits, and also your mind, your body is already used to certain hormones being secreted at certain times. You might need to
Absolutely.
practice and then get used to a different routine. But it also requires determination above all.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is great points. Yeah. See, because that is a big change for us, right? That is very difficult for us to accept that one. And that is what the human nature. The same thing, if you are introducing a change in our work environment, a big change. Okay, I'm not putting any names there. If you are bringing any new change, big change, automatically people will be very uncomfortable. They will be very difficult for them to see, oh my God, I cannot able to manage or address this change. But if someone is suggesting another approach is like, okay, you are sleeping at 11 o'clock. Okay, you try to sleep at 10:30 and seeing, okay, can I sleep at 10:30? And you will try. If it is not working, maybe 10:45, you will try to sleep 15 minutes. Maybe that might start working for you, right? That is the change we are looking. That is what the evolutionary approach we are looking. And transparency, you already commented on what is the transparency is all about. Like visualizing is one of the way. If that is a practice, visualization that is connected to the value or the culture in the organization, bringing the transparency. That is a lot of correlated on that one. That is, we have something called KMM, Kanban Maturity Model. There are 7 levels in that one, and few practices we will follow, and that will enable for some values, culture, and all. We are not getting into that. Yeah. Okay. Now, good points actually. Incline customer changes even in the last moment. Okay, that is we already talked. And next question for you is, what are few myths on Kanban? Can you share in your thoughts? What are some Kanban myths around? Or yeah, you can give it a try. And we will see that some of the Kanban myths we are going through. I'm going to give 1 minute 30 seconds. Whatever you are thinking, because no one knows that who is putting what. Absolutely fine. Go and put that one. Whatever is in your mind. Don't go ahead. Quite interesting. There are 2 comments already came in. We have 1 more minute. Type fast as much as you can. Spelling mistakes are absolutely fine. Ignore it. That's cool. Forty more seconds. I hope all are typing. I can see 2 right now. Last 20 seconds. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these are the 2 points actually. It is related only in assembly line. MFG, what is that actually? Okay, that is manufacturing industry. That's what. Okay. Assembly line, that is not right because we are talking about the Kanban method, as I told, no meetings. There are meetings which is required, and it is not replacing or anything in the meeting. That is also very important on that part. Okay. Now let us look for a few myths about the Kanban. Let me try to zoom a little more here. Okay. See, one of the myth is about Kanban will not work with Scrum. Okay, Kanban will work any places. Okay, it is you are applying in the existing workflow or the process, you can apply the Kanban over there. Okay, and second one is about Kanban works with a single team. Many people will come, oh, Kanban, that is only for a 5, 6, or 7 people. It cannot scalable. Kanban is focusing on system thinking approach. What is system thinking? It is not only the IT. You have to look for the end-to-end flow of the system, where the demand is coming, how you are managing the demand, how the delivery you are taking, how you are making the delivery in a particular point. You are saying that, okay, this is what our scope. After that, that is your responsibility. All these things are taken care. And if you are looking, as I told earlier, in an organization, it is multiple systems are there, right? And can we go and do everything in one shot? That also not possible. That is also that improvement or evolutionary changes we will be approaching. And it is very, very highly scalable. It is not a prescribed one. As I told the road example, right? The traffic jam. Look at the problem. and apply what is required over there. That is very important. Rather than any place, one size fit for all. That will not work out. Think about, you all are going in a ready-made shop. Okay, one shop you are going, and there you will get only one size. Okay, only small. Will it fit for you, or only XXL size is available? You will easily, you may try it, and after that you feel, after some time you feel, look, oh, this is looking so ugly for, and you may not stop using that, right? You may stop using that one. That is where you have to look for what is required there in that context, because every programs, every projects, all are unique. That is what the beauty. But in the manufacturing industry, that is totally different. If it is something is happening today, tomorrow, after 1 year, the same thing you can repeatedly do, and there is no much knowledge required over there. That is a practice that makes you better. And the another myth is about Kanban works only in support services or manufacturing industry. No, Kanban works in any knowledge industry, in the development environment, support and development happening together. Maybe you definitely will have an, I mean, exciting experience if the people are working in the Scrum. The development and support is managing by the same team. How you can plan the support activity, and you will doing a workaround for that, right? That's what normally people will do. And this works not only for support; it can work for many places as well. And myth, Kanban is like a to-do in progress and done board. Many places that is the end of the story. Kanban. Are you doing Kanban? Yes. What are you doing? We have the to-do in progress and done. And in Jira also we have that one. Then we are absolutely in the Kanban. Nothing more than that. Okay, that is what Kanban, that particular one, visualization is one of the many practices in Kanban. If you are looking in depth of the Kanban, there are more than 150 different practices are there. Among that one of the practice is the visualization. That doesn't mean that to do in progress and done is a visualization. That is a visualization, but there are much more beyond that. A lot of things are there in that, right? Yeah, and another thing is Scrum is better than Kanban or Kanban is better than Scrum. No, because if you are comparing an apple to apple, you can say something, right? You are comparing an apple to something like a mango or a jackfruit. Okay, totally things are different. You cannot even compare those things, right? Both are different worlds altogether. Okay, and Kanban or Scrum can solve your problems. They cannot solve it. It's not a silver bullet. You have to, context matters. That is what we were talking, and the unique environment. And Kanban is a replacement for Scrum. No, Kanban is not a replacement for Scrum. Kanban can be applied in the Scrum, because that is why people are slowly moving from Kanban to Scrumban and Scrumban to the Kanban. There are patterns we are seeing that. Okay. Yeah. Any questions on this part? If you have, please shout, unmute, and tell, or put it in the chat. Where is the chat? Yep. Yeah, it can be a team program. Absolutely. Yeah, there is a comment from Muhammad is saying that Kanban is not limited to a single team. It can be a team program level portfolio. I will not stop there. It can go beyond portfolio. Within the supporting systems can be done, and the business. That is also very important. Now people are talking about the business agility, right? The business, the demand part, how you are shaping the demand or managing the demand. That is also managing, or there are ways Kanban is addressing with that one. Yeah, can Scrum can be better than Kanban? No right or wrong answers. You try with Scrumban if you want to get into, because there are few practices you are following in the Scrumban, and slowly you will finding, oh, there is again few more challenges. Then you will try something. Okay, see what is the purpose of the velocity or the story point. A lot of things people are trying to map the story point with the productivity and all. Then how we have to improve, how we can make a better predictability to the customer on estimates. All these things will be coming over there. There is no answer. You can practice Scrum. There is nothing like a context matters actually. And more importantly, I had seen a pattern. People are using Scrumban is making an excuse to the people that we don't have the product owner because we are Scrum Ban. Because in the Kanban, it is not prescribed any product owner. And we are not doing daily stand-up. There are stand-ups in the Kanban as well. That is an excuse, or if you want to tailor too much and do nothing, then some people will misuse that Scrum ban and saying that we are Scrum. If people are asking in the Scrum related thing, they will say that this is part of the Kanban and that's why we are not doing. If someone is asking about the Kanban things, they will say, no, no, this is the Scrum part, that's why we are not doing that. It's an excuse for the people to come out from the practices also. That is also very important over there. Yeah. Myths on Kanban, we already saw that, right? Now we are moving into the next part. If you don't have any questions, now in the Mentimeter, share your interesting metrics from Kanban. If you know some matrices in the Kanban, pretty good. Otherwise, we can pretty much skip this one. I'm going to give 30 seconds for that part because we are new. Many people are new to that, right? I will directly can jump into the yeah. Where is that one? Okay, yeah. Okay, please look into the screen. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. ACT, actionable matrices. Yeah. Oh, okay. Where is one? Yeah, myth. Okay, there are few actionable matrices. Okay, what is that actually? Actionable. See, there are a lot of matrices are there, and every day people are talking, and the team committed versus delivered. Okay, every sprint people are seeing the pattern, and that is keep on happening. How you are resolving that one, and people are estimating, and end of the sprint things are not finishing. That is happening again and again, right? How we are dealing that one. Okay, and how we have to understand where is the problem. In the previous one, we were talking about the bottleneck, some issues where it is people are having problem area. All these things are we have to observe through the few matrices, and that is one is the cumulative flow diagram, and another one is something like a lead time, like customer lead time, system lead time, when it can be finished. All these things are there, and throughput is the output, how much you are exiting from the area, I mean from your gate, the delivery team's gate are opening. Yeah, that is what your scope is getting over for that one. And flow efficiency, that is little more mature teams used to practice. How much is the flowing in the system? Hardly we will see that 100% means the best efficiency. Unfortunately, 97%, close to 97 is the negative. That means only flow will be between 1 to 3 or 1 to 5% flow will be there in the systems. These are few metrics related to that one. And yeah, here there are great examples which is coming, like lead time, cycle time, cost of delivery, cost of delay, throughput cycles, lot of things. Yeah, these all are the important data points for us to looking into the one. Yeah. Now we are going to the next question. How many general practices are there in Kanban method? That's a pretty simple one. You don't want to type, you have to just click. General practices, that is very important. Okay, just give a try. Go to the Menti, you have to click on the Mentimeter. How many general practices are there? And again, I cannot able to see who voted here, or no one can see. That's why very comfortably you can go and give a try. Okay, I'm not sharing it right now. From none to 10. There are 3 people filled so far. I hope all are rest. 3, 4 are right here. Otherwise, it could have been done by this time. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, here is the one. I mean, absolutely fine because we are learning, right? See, let me see that. Okay, pressing enter. The answer is enter. Okay, the answer is 6 actually. That is the answer here. Okay. There are 6 practices in the Kanban, and we are going to see that what are the different practices over here. Okay, sorry. Yeah. The practices, that is what we were talking about, visualizing, because that is what many people's mind, or the myth that visualization is only about Kanban. These are the 6 general practices. There are other practices also, but all the practices are based on this one. One is visualizing. We are very much familiar, the board and all, and limiting work in progress, like the traffic. Okay, sometimes you might have seen that the traffic jam is almost getting over a deadlock. Suddenly one more person is getting in, and again there will be a deadlock over there, right? We have to see how we have to limiting the work. That is very, very important. And managing the flow, because we are not talking about the people here. We are managing the flow. That is important. And there are policies, the process explicit. We are making everything visible. The first one, which is correlated to that one. And implementing feedback loops. There are multiple ways you can implement the feedback loop based on the need of that particular system. It is not like some people will say that in the retrospective, you might have seen this pattern. What are the good things happened? Better collaboration, and people are helping each other. And what are the improvement points? Yeah, we need more support, and people have to be work communication better. Maybe you will see the same pattern again and again, because people are not giving much value to that one. Okay, how the feedback loop, those things are very important, and there are ways in the Kanban, how the feedback loop, existing feedback loop, how we can improve also, that also will be looking. And improve collaboratively, evolve experimentally. Like everyone, there is a concept called act of leadership at all levels. That is very important. And evolving experimentally, you can try to correlate with the sleeping example, right? Evolving experimentally, trying at 10:30, no, it's not working, 10:45 or 10:50, and sleep for 2-3 days, and again 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, then you can able to bring the changes. Otherwise things will not change at all. That is about this one. And yeah, here I can see people are still putting okay, yeah, this is, I'm skipping this one, I already explained that, right? Yeah. And any questions related to this topic, whatever you have, or anything which is coming in your mind, you can put it here. I'm eating a sweet between. You can put it here, or you can unmute and ask. Very well, I'm happy either way, or you can put it in the chat as well. Any way will be fine. I'm monitoring all the threes, no clues. Okay, gave me a random. Okay, yeah. Okay, there is a question from Afrin. How is feedback given in Kanban? Okay, see, there is not a, I can give an example that in one of the system, they want to demonstrate to the product owner, okay, and the product owner is not available, so busy guy. And what happened here is, we are putting a policy or explicit policy, one of the practices, right? What we were doing is, we were making sure that if there are 3 items which is in a ready state, the product owner have to come and review that item, and there will be a meeting which will be scheduled immediately. If it is not reviewed, the team, even they finish the work, they will say that they cannot consider, they will not move into a completed state. That is what the WIP limit. We are talking, I don't know how much I am connecting with you on that. There will be 3 things only can be in a completed state. And what is the policy over there is, if the product, if there are more, maximum 3 items, the next immediate or within the same day, you can put the policy accordingly, what is working for you. On the same day or in the next day, the product owner should be available, whatever reasons, because the product is developing for the customer, right? If the customer doesn't want, then who needs that one? Is the development team is going to use that? That is what we are looking on that. That is one of the way. And the program level feedback mechanisms are there. And the feedback, not only the feedback, how the block is, how managing blocker, managing, how you are managing that kind of meetings, if required, we will conduct that also. That's why it is not a prescribed one. Just imagine you are sick and you are consulting a doctor, and he is just observing, oh, okay, this is, oh, you are feverish, okay, you have throat pain, okay, you have that, this and all. Then he pulled out a printed prescription and giving to you, go and have this medicine. And your kid also having some other problem, he is again taking the same printed prescription and giving to your kid. How much you will rely on that doctor? How much you believe? Because he has something ready-made, right? Every sick, different kind of sickness, he is having ready-made prescription he is giving to you. That's why we are looking for what is your problem. Based on that, you have to prescribe the solution, or not solution, the improvement area. That is what we are looking, or the differentiator in the Kanban method we are looking. Hope Afreen, is it answering your question?
Yes, Simpson. Thank you. Actually, I was just getting confused with the Scrum. Like, in Scrum, it is like through reviews and through retrospectives, like, there is some kind of feedback given. So
Yeah.
what kind of things are done in Kanban? Like, how that is? Is it in a meeting, a specific meeting as such, or how is it?
It's all depends on you guys, actually, how you want to conduct. Okay, there are meetings which will be for example, a planning meeting, another example. Okay, what happens if the team is suddenly all the stories are getting over? The Scrum, nothing is saying about that, right? What we are deciding is, okay, let us take something from the backlog and let us start doing that. And here the meeting is like, you will look for, you have a visualizing factor over there, like to do. Once that is getting drained, what you are going to do is, okay, let us have the meeting for that refilling, replenishment meeting. That is what we call for that. That way is the planning or the retrospective. Okay, you have a problem. Okay, you don't want to wait for 8 days or 6 days to have that meeting. If that critically is there, yeah, you can have a meeting over there. And that is what is happening in front of the Kanban board. Once you visualizing where the block is, only the blockers will get discussed over there. That there are different ways, actually. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Simpson.
Yeah, you're welcome. Another question is it recommended to customer or Kanbanize the board for making it more industry or organization specific? There is no copy and paste Kanban boards. If your project is same, the people is same, everything is same, you are just replicating the same thing. That is what we have? Not at all, right? Then what we have to do is we have to see what the system is for. Even today, I had a discussion with another agile coaches saying that, hey, see, they were talking, okay, visualization, standardization. That is what something they come up. I told, see, is all the projects are same to standardizing? Is all the people have the same t-shirt size you can give, or t-shirt you can give with the same size? That is not possible, right? Then how it is possible here? That is what we are looking for. It is not a standardization. It is not even organization specific. It is for that project or that value stream. We call that starting and ending. There is what we are looking on. And that will get connected also. There are other mechanisms on that part. Yeah. Hope that answers Mohammed. And he is having another. Is there any Kanban maturity model? Absolutely. That is called as KMM. Kanban. Oh, yeah. That book is here. This is what the Kanban maturity model. If you are seeing that in the screen, this is the book. There are 7 levels in the Kanban maturity model. If you are, unfortunately, if you are looking a majority of the organization, if you are mapping, you are not how mature is Agile. Okay, not that you are looking, how mature is your organization with respect to Kanban, or which are the way you can improve. It is not a what we say, that survey conducting and saying that you are standing there. No, This is more for you to identifying different things, where you are and how you can improve, which area you have to focus. Those things are getting over there. That is what about the maturity model. You can just search for kanbanmaturityModel.com. You will get into the site. There are a few posters also. Once you subscribe, you will get it. That is that is there. There are a few areas we are covering in different classes on that. Thus, effective implementation of SAFe will help achieve the desired Kanban maturity levels. Thus, effective implementation of SAFe will be achieve the desired Kanban maturity levels. The SAFe is totally a different one, right? Some of the areas you can see SAFe, I mean Kanban, they put it over there, like especially in the portfolio level. Okay, this Kanban is not turning around the ship I told earlier. It is, if you have a workflow, so far it was working, and that is why the existence of the 6 years, something is working, and all of a sudden you are saying that, guys, you have to start Agile, or you have to start SAFe. Then all the people will look at you and say that, what the heck you are saying? All the 6 years, we people were dumb. That is where people's immediate reaction, but they will not tell you. That is what they are in their mind. And that is triggering for the resistance to change also. Until unless the leadership is coming and saying that, guys, you have to change Agile, or get into Agile, or whatever, SAFe or whatever it is. Then as soon as the leader goes out, right, it will kind of a rubber band. It will stretch, and after some time, someone is leaving that one, it will go back to the same state. That is about the SAFe, totally different ball game together, because SAFe is a framework or a prescribed one, and a lot of changes you have to immediately visible, and people are very happy, right? Oh, you have an RT train happening, and you have new roles, and you have a 2-day planning, and there people are sitting together, and people are immediately seeing the practices part. Oh, okay, these things are changing, and you can see those things very visibly. But you have to look for the other end, the mindset and the values, how you have to bring that change. That is what slowly, but it will not happen all together. It will happen only in a slow manner. That is where the way it is happening over there. Kanban is not only that levels, it can go beyond our organizational transformations also. It works pretty well. Yep. Any other questions? Oh, okay. There are a few more slides actually. One more. Okay. Yeah. Here, there is an upcoming Kanban training schedule, 27, 28 February, Saturday, Sundays, virtual, but it will be interactive, and I am the person who is conducting the training. Then there is one more slide. Okay, there is a poll. Okay, Narayana says that you can contact them if you are interested in that one. When are you planning to take a Kanban training? Okay, there is a survey, a poll. You can put it over there on that one. Yeah. Yes. Interested next Kanban batch on 27th February. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer. The question in the Kanban, I think the next this batch is going to be the KMP1, right? Yeah, in the KMP1, we are using a simulation. From the simulation and the games are different. You are experiencing a real time, real situation that is calling Oclo Flow Lab. That is what the simulation we are running along with the session. Normally we used to, in the physical world, we use a different game like Get Kanban, but here, because of the virtual world, this is one of the best virtual simulation focusing on that one. Very few people are running that simulation as well. Yeah. Okay, there is another question which is coming in. What kind of, I am running out of time, 6 minutes, sorry for that. What kind of material is provided for the training attendance? There is a student version which will be sharing the material. Then there are book, I'm not remembering, it's a blue book or some other book. The soft copy of that will be sharing. And you will get the credential, that certificate for the KMP1. You know that, right? KMP1 and KMP2. It is known as currently not KMP1 and KMP2. This is called as the Kanban system design. One system, how to design on that one. That is what the Kanban system design is talking. And KMP2 is known as the Kanban system improvement. How you have to leverage or extending from a single system to multiple systems, or that is what more talking about that. And there is another one called TKP, Team Kanban Practitioner. What is talking is about the basics, a team level, how the things are, the practices, all these things are talking, or the next day you can apply that. Because one of the batch guy, he last batch, he went and applied this one, and he is getting amazing feedback from the organization, and many people want to get into that way of working for them. Yeah. How about the access to Kanban? Yeah, you will have the access to the Kanban University portal. Yes, you have the credentials providing after that. There is no exam right now for the Kanban. None of the trainings, I mean, up to KMP1 and 2 and the TKP, there is no exams. There is AKT, there are other ways actually, interviews, case studies, presentation. It's not an easy path at all. Yeah. Since I can see any sign up option on the portal, do you get credential? Yeah. You have that one. Yeah, you will get it. There is an option for you to download your certificates. All are automated and it will be available there. How about access to Kanban from inside? Yeah, that book is not free. You will not get that book. That's a beautiful book. Yeah, that I just love that book. I always read something again and again from here. This is the one. Yeah, I think the blue book will be providing on that one. Yeah, blue book will be delivering. If I remember correctly, okay, I have to recollect that on which training that provides. I have to check that again. And practical Kanban close. Yeah, the flight level guy. No, the books. Those books are not providing in the class. None of the places that will get provided. Yeah. Keynote material is what we refer post training for any queries or more read. One is about you can reach me if you have any queries or anything. I'm happy to assist based on the availability. That is one. And these books and all, even I purchased it actually, all these books. There is one, yeah, I have to recheck because I have to ensure, and if I'm making a commitment, I have to give, right? That book one is there. I think the blue book is given for the participants. I mean, not the hard copy, soft copy, but I have to recheck on that. In which training I'm confused a little bit because throughout the day my energy is draining a little bit. Yeah. Any other questions? If no other questions, oh, there is one more. Normally a slide deck and a PDF book. Yeah, the slide deck I told, right, that a student version is there. That is normally we providing to the participants. A student deck, but that is not a shareable one. It's only for the participants, and that you have to keep with you actually. That is only for the participants. Yeah. Right. Any other questions? 10 minutes overshooted. Yeah. Okay. If let me stop the sharing, then I hope you can. We all can. Oh, no. Stop sharing. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Okay. If you have any questions further, please contact me or connect to the StarAgile. Happy to answer or support you on that one. Thank you so much, everyone.